Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next edition of the Maracle Seating Podcast. I am your host, Christian Maracle. And before I begin this video, I just want to let you guys know that I apologize for not putting out an Extreme Rules prediction edition of this podcast with my good friend FGC, because apparently I was too sick to do it, and FGC had some things he needed to do. So I apologize in advance. Well, it's not in advance anymore, but I just want to apologize for not putting out a Extreme Rules predictions podcast. But I got right here an Extreme Rules review podcast, and I have my co-host Connor, and, well, as a matter of fact, actually, this is more than just Connor. I have 3 additional guests on this podcast, and at the same time, I thought I'd let you guys know I am revealing that these aren't just 4 guys, well, 4 guys and a girl. This is, as I would call it, the Loser Lounge. We are the Loser Lounge. It consists of us 5. Myself, Christian freaking Maracle, Connor, BCN Rollins. Connor, how you doing?
Doing good.
Excellent. Good to have you back on this podcast for this. We have Ryan, Reister Ryan. How you doing?
How's it going? Yeah, good, Christian. Thank you for having me.
Nervous?
Oh, yeah, I love it. But I'm ready for this.
We also have Willie. What's up, man?
What's up, Christian? Glad to be on here.
Excellent.
And Mr. Swag, by the way.
Yep, he's Mr. Swag on YouTube. And finally, we have, in my opinion, the only sane member of this group, and that is Kelsey.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is kind of scary.
Oh, just let you guys know, like, Connor, obviously, as you know, is BCN Rollins. Ryan is Ricer Ryan. Willie is, crap, what was it again? Mr. Swag?
Yeah.
I'm Christian Maracle, obviously. And I'm Life of Maracle, and I'm Wrestling Since Expansion. Kelsey, on the other hand, does not have a YouTube channel, but that's okay. She's still a great member of this group.
Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, she's got Twitter, though. I'll put the links to the social media accounts of these guys and their YouTube links, if they have one, in the description. But before we get too off course, we're here to review WWE Extreme Rules, which took place this past Sunday on the WWE Network, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 Pacific. And I gotta say, it was, my opinion, it was a little bit of an okay event. Compared to the previous year's events, I could say it could do better, in my opinion, way better, because this is it's entitled Extreme Rules. You might want to look more on extreme rather than rules. You guys agree with that?
That is very true.
Yep.
That is very true.
Yes.
Very true.
All right. Connor, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Extreme Rules this year?
5. It's pretty bad.
Oh, so you're pretty much half and half. Huh? It was good and bad at the same time.
There was some booking decisions that made no sense, but...
Well, yeah, it was a little bit of this and that. That reminds me, there was a tweet that somebody sent out to me. It was literally like, on a scale of Hulu to 10, how would you rate it? And I said, what's the difference? They're both annoying. Hulu and 10. So, Willie, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Extreme Rules?
I'm a Connor here. It was half and half, about 5 for me. Wasn't a bad pay-per-view, but wasn't really a good pay-per-view either. Mm-hmm. There were some decisions I didn't really like, and decisions that really didn't settle well with me, but yeah, that's where I stand on this.
Well, we'll get to those in a little bit. I'll just let you guys know right now, like, Ryan and Kelsey, they saw parts of the event, but they did not see the entire thing, so they're trying to catch up with us on what's been going on. So if they get a little confused about what had happened at the events, don't get on their cases, or Christian Maracle will bust your ass. I'm just kidding. I'm optimistic. Relax. All right. I'm just going to let you guys know once again, we're not going through any pre-show things because, like I always say on my YouTube WWE Sins, I don't really watch the pre-show anyway. It's understandable.
Does anybody watch the pre-show?
Well, actually, the only time that you actually do watch the pre-show is when you're actually in the arena, in which case you have no other option.
That's very true.
Unless, of course, you just want to spend that time in line getting some beer. All right.
Or merch.
But let's kick things off here. The first match, actually, while I was let you guys know, this night consisted of one singles match, not max. What the fuck? One singles match, a mixed tag team match, kendo stick on a pole, steel cage, submission, and fatal 5-way. So only one of these nights.
Where's the extreme?
Yeah, only one of these matches actually was just a singles match and shit like that. But first match was for the Intercontinental Championship. The Dean Ambrose defending against The Miz, and there was that stipulation, guys. Had Dean got disqualified, he would have lost the title to Miz. And before going to that event, Connor, what did you think about that ruling?
That was retarded. It was so dumb. What was the point? They should have just made an Extreme Rules match. It would have been better. Because literally, I don't think there's only one Extreme Rules match. Yeah, there's like one Extreme Rules match at the pay-per-view. At
the same time, it's hard to decide what exactly was Extreme, what wasn't. Willie, what did you think about the ruling?
Retarded, ridiculous. Just stupid. Should have been Extreme Rules, and the stipulation was just retarded to me.
Well, that's kind of understandable. Ryan, what did you think about the idea of Dean not being able to get disqualified here?
I think it was pretty stupid. I mean, if they call the pay-per-view Extreme Rules, I think they need to do, something extreme like Ambrose's silent match, no DQ, whatever. But I just kind of thought this rule wasn't like it shouldn't have happened at Extreme Rules. So,
because from my perspective, this is like the way I see it. Extreme Rules, the one thing that should not even exist is the word disqualification.
That is very true, actually.
Yes,
honestly. I mean, it's Extreme Rules.
Yeah. So. And Kelsey, in your opinion, what'd you think about the whole Dean Ambrose not getting disqualified rule?
I really didn't see the point. Like, how are you? Like, I don't know. It was really stupid, and I wish they could have made that match better. But Miz won, so I'm happy.
She's a Miz. As a matter of fact, who among us is not a Miz fan?
I don't think there's anybody that's not a Miz fan. Everybody's a Miz fan now.
If you're not a Miz fan, leave.
Do not be associated with us.
So far, the Losers Lounge is still assembled, so it seems like we're all Miz fans here. I like Dean Ambrose. I got no problem with Dean Ambrose. Do you guys have a problem with Dean?
Dean is okay.
I definitely like him.
I love Dean, but his championship reigns sucked. That's all I'm going to say.
Fun fact, guys, I got to meet the man in person, so he's cool.
Okay, yeah.
I definitely like Ambrose, but I think he just needs a heel turn.
Yes, agreed. Thank you.
Just a change.
Yeah. From what I understand, the match itself was exactly 20 minutes in length, right on the mark.
Wow.
Right on the mark. They managed to make it 20 minutes. I think at the same time, 1 minute of those was dedicated to the referee debating whether or not he should actually disqualify Dean Ambrose when at first it all started out with when The Miz had demanded that Maurice slap him.
That was pretty funny.
Slap me,
yeah.
slap me, slap me.
That was also very clever.
Yeah, that was very clever. It was really fun, really funny moment. I actually like what he said on Raw Talk later on afterward, where he's like, no, this is not what I said. What I actually said was, I love you, I love you, I love you. Bam, slap. And they said Maurice got riled up because of the moment. Just to let you guys know, if you guys hear any noises like going on upstairs, there's some people walking around in the upstairs area. Just to let you guys know that early on. So if you hear noises, that's what that is. Moving forward, though. It's like, Connor, when you watched this match, Ambrose versus Miz, aside from the disqualification things, and all in all, what'd you think about it?
I honestly thought it could have been better. It's just, like, literally, like, half the match, it was just Miz trying to get disqualified. It was pretty funny, but I think it just could have been better, in my opinion.
Well, I think you meant to say Miz trying to get Dean disqualified, but...
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. Whether it was, like, the time he brought out a chair or something like that.
Yeah.
I honestly think it could have been better. It's like, the match is 20 minutes in length. If you have a 20-minute match, you want to at least have it be good, especially if it's the opener of your show.
That's very true.
There's not a lot of pay-per-views these days that have a good opening match. So that's why I just wonder what's been going on. Of course, though, hey, Willie, did you actually think that Miz would get away with Maurice slapping him?
Yes, actually, yes. I thought it would work, and didn't happen, The match, in my opinion, was just a little bit too long. It could have been just a little bit short, but it was all right. It was all right.
Huh. We'll no doubt be talking about the short matches that actually happened. But
oh gosh,
we'll get to that in a moment. But Kelsey, in your opinion, did you expect Miz to do all these numerous attempts to get Dean disqualified?
Yes. I mean, it's Miz. He'll do anything to win. And I thought he was gonna. He could have not made it obvious that he wanted Maurice to slap him, and he could have gotten away with it. But he just made it too obvious. Like,
very true.
And then, of course, Maurice tried to come back and got put. Miz took that opportunity to throw Dean into the referee. And this is the part that I don't get. You guys are going to get an early sin before I sin that event. Dean Ambrose was thrown into the referee. The referee took a massive hit and fell right out of the ring. And yet he got back up in 3 seconds. But other referees take one small, tiny slap to the face and they're knocked out cold.
That is very true.
Yeah, so true.
I mean, I got to tell you that the referee, John Cohen, I believe his name was, the fall he took and everything at the hands of Ambrose, that actually looked like it would be really convincing if he was knocked out cold.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, in the end, for like a minute, the referee was saying, it's like, I'm going to disqualify you. But you know, other referees, they wouldn't just say, I'm going to disqualify you, and then slowly walk all the way around the ring to the timekeeper. I mean, as a matter of fact, you guys remember that one time, I believe, where was it? I forgot exactly where it was, but the referee had signaled to the crowd when it came to the disqualification, not the timekeeper.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes, that was great.
Yeah.
It's like as if he's like, the crowd is in possession of the ring bell, so ring the bell, crowd. Just imagine if people actually said it along, ding, ding, ding.
That'd be awesome.
Oh god, that's going to be the next annoying chant, isn't it?
You got 10.
Please no.
1,
Yes.
2, near fall, but the fans are like, ding, ding, ding. Speaking of
We
which,
already got weird chants going on already, so,
Anyways, but in the end, Miz hit Dean Ambrose's skull-crushing finale, becomes the 7-time Intercontinental Champion, and I personally jumped up and screamed, "Woohoo!" And then I coughed wildly because I was sick.
I was literally in a restaurant and I saw that Miz won, and I literally wanted to jump on the table and start screaming. That's how happy I was. Like, yes.
I can envision that in my mind right now.
That could be interesting. We never know. But all honestly though, aside from the way things ended, Connor, your reaction to Miz as 7-time Intercontinental champ?
Well deserved. Well deserved. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're hypocrites. We cheer for bad guys.
We're marks.
We're doing the opposite of what they want us to do.
Exactly. Willie, your opinion on the 7-time champ?
Congratulations to Mike Mizanin for freaking ending the disturbing reign of Dean Ambrose.
If he was going under the name John Moxley, you'd be thinking differently, wouldn't you?
Yes.
That's true.
Ryan, your opinion on the 7-time champ?
Congratulations to The Miz. Well deserved. The last time, I think it was TLC, walked in as Intercontinental Champion, and then when I go back with Connor, he'll be 7-time Intercontinental Champion. 7-time Intercontinental Champion, he'll be Intercontinental Champion again.
As a matter of fact,
that's well deserved.
Now that Ryan mentions next time I go with Connor, he's referring to the fact that, Connor, Ryan, and Kelsey, the 3 of them, are actually attending WWE Great Balls of Fire this July. So look for them in the crowd, if you can.
Me and Ryan are going together, so...
Yeah, you guys should carry simultaneous signs saying Losers Lounge.
Oh, we actually should. That's actually a good idea. Thanks, Christian.
Guys, if you see a Losers Lounge sign in the crowd, know it's one or all 3 of them. And Kelsey, aside from jumping on the table and dancing, what'd you think about the 7-time IC champ?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Much more appropriate time to use the yes chant.
I was thinking of that in my mind. I was like, I have to use that. That's perfect. Yeah.
The next match was a match that I rarely cared for, a mixed tag team match for the Cruiserweight division. as Noam Dar and Alicia Fox took on Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. Yes, I said Sasha Banks. She's hanging out with cruiserweights now.
Poor Sasha.
After everything she went through, the game of hot potato with Charlotte, now she's on the hanging out with the cruiserweight division. I'm not going to say that now she's hanging out with Rich Swann because that would sound completely wrong, and I'm not going to say that. Because honestly, it's nothing to do. It's the fact that she's hanging out on the cruiserweight division, period. After she's like, what, a 3-time women's champion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just bad.
Well, Alicia Fox.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, I didn't like Alicia Fox being on the cruiserweight division either, but I'm not one to complain about that. But moving on, did you guys really care? Connor, did you really care for the mixed tag team match that was at Extreme Rules?
This is the bathroom break. Literally.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think aside from the Intercontinental title match it was that disqualification rule, this was the only match that actually, well, I admit, it kind of mixed tag team match. All right, that's somewhat of a stipulation, but it's just your average tag team match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else actually thought this would just be a pre-show match?
Me.
I did.
I did.
People thought it was actually going to be a pre-show match.
People were complaining because they thought it was going to be a pre-show match. They were like, Sasha Banks doesn't deserve that.
Well, I actually thought it was going to be Goldust versus R-Truth.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah.
Instead, currently, they're still doing Goldust is back to what he used to do. I love that.
I mean, I'm really enjoying it.
And R-Truth, on the other hand,
hand,
R-Truth doing his own version of it. It's like,
yeah, it's entertaining.
Oh, yeah, it's got its moments. But moving on, Rich Swann and Sasha Banks, they ended up, I believe they ended up topping Noam Dar and Alicia Fox in a match that was just about 6 minutes long. And yeah, I get it. I kind of agree. It was kind of the bathroom break match and everything.
Did Alicia get injured?
Apparently she did.
Yeah. I believe Noam Dar said something about that on 205. That reminds me, guys. Christian Miracle has finally seen an episode of 205 Live.
Same here.
I didn't want to, but I didn't want to, but Connor wouldn't stop bitching about TJP becoming the Cruiserweight champion, which, by the way, he didn't.
I said it's probably not going to happen, but I don't care.
Well, yeah,
with the same. Just because of this match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept saying, come on, Neville, because, I'm on the Neville level myself. Besides, you guys...
TJP.
And that means that at the Great Balls of Fire, if there's a Cruiserweight title match, you guys can shit your pants when his pyro goes off.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, God.
I'm not ready for that.
That was so great when TJP, his reaction to...
Yeah, that where he jumped in the air when his pyro went off.
Just
imagine recording and I dropped it.
Kelsey, you say you're not ready for it. How do you think I felt when I was at the Raw after WrestleMania? It was complete silence waiting to come back from commercial break, and then boom!
Weren't you, really close to it?
Yes,
too?
I was. Yes, I was. I had good seats to all those events I went to, but moving forward, let's see. After the mixed tag team match, which honestly did nothing for any storylines, didn't really matter that much, there was the somewhat hyped up kendo stick on a pole match for the Raw Women's Championship. And going into this match, before we talk about that one This Is Your Life segment, we'll get to that later, but before that segment happened, what did you guys think the first time Alexa Bliss actually pulled out a kendo stick? I'll go with, I'll actually start with Ryan, actually. What did you think about the first time you ever saw Alexa Bliss pull out the kendo stick on Bayley?
I thought that was actually pretty cool. I thought, she went all extreme and took out Bayley, and I thought, okay, this could be a very good rivalry.
Yeah, indeed. I'm like...
That was be no DQ at the start.
Of course. Willie, what'd you think about the first time you saw... As a matter of fact, Willie's a huge Alexa Bliss fan, so what'd you think about the first time she was hanging out?
Guys, a mark.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, first time... Willie completely freaked out. I believe Willie completely freaked out the first time he ever saw Alexa Bliss holding onto a stick. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. Sorry. Hold on to a kendo stick. Much better. She's always. It'd be best if we. It'd be best if we don't talk about sticks and Alexa Bliss. All right, Murphy. Willie. Shut up. That's not what I meant. Okay. All right, though. But Kelsey, what'd you think about the first time you saw Alexa Bliss whack Bayley with a kendo stick?
I'm sorry. I love Bayley, but that was so funny. Like, I just didn't expect the match to be how it was. You know, like it was so short, and I was like, well, and I actually thought Bayley was gonna win, but you know, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, understandable. From my perspective, I wasn't rooting for Bayley, but I just wanted her to at least one time hit Alexa with a stick, because
they make Bayley look so weak. It's very sad.
Can I say something here?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Bayley is nothing but a little girl. You know, like she has no balls whatsoever.
Ain't that kind of obvious? That's kind of obvious, but yeah, you kind of have a point. All right.
Anyway,
I'm not surprised that we're talking about Alexa Bliss and Bayley and kendo sticks, and all of a sudden we're making a lot of sex puns here. So before we get carried away, the one thing I just wanted to see was Bayley to at least whack Alexa with a stick, at least just one time. But you know what she did? She took that one moment. She had the stick. She had the opportunity. And she turned away and looked at it for like 5-10 seconds. And after that, well...
That match was so bad.
Like I said, no balls. Don't make a joke about that. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
yeah.
By
That
that,
was just really kind of a terrible match.
By that,
it really was.
By that he means Bayley has no chance of going extreme. So yeah,
Ever.
the match was only 5 minutes long. They had like the Intercontinental title match be 20 minutes. Okay, that's fine, but this match, 5 minutes. Cut out the mixed tag team match, and I think we could have made this go longer.
This proves how the women's division on Raw is absolutely terrible. The booking is just terrible.
They built up this match so much. They built up like it was extravaganza, if you know what I mean. You know, they built it up very strong, and they do deliver this with us. You know,
like from my perspective, like they had the chance. I mean, this whole thing was, my opinion, was building up to Bayley finally losing her mind and going extreme.
Yeah,
I mean, building up all the frustration, all the making fun of by Alexa Bliss, that horrible yet somewhat slightly entertaining "This Is Your Life" segment, all just to get Bayley to completely get so riled up to the point where she finally goes extreme.
Yeah,
that's what the whole build-up was for. And like, Kelsey, what's your reaction knowing that Bayley did not go extreme at all?
I'm not even shocked. Like, I didn't expect Bayley to go extreme. I mean, she can't even take, I don't know, she just can't even take a bump. So like how is she gonna go extreme? You know, like, I don't know. She just is too childish to like go extreme. You know.
Yeah, when it comes to Bayley, you know what I mean? Childish is the word.
Yeah, literally, she's God.
Yeah, it's amazing it's amazing she managed to get a WrestleMania moment.
She has freaking wacky, whatever the fuck those
wacky
are. Like, no, like who? Like that's just childish. Who does that?
As Byron Saxton likes to point out, thank God Byron's on SmackDown, so we don't have to hear him every single week. The wacky, waving, inflatable, arm flailing Bayley buddies. Oh my God! I think I sounded exactly like him.
That's very true.
I always like when Corey Graves roasts him.
That was funny.
Corey Graves is a legend.
Shut up, Byron.
You sound like a stupid idiot.
Actually, this actually reminds me, I believe it was at last year's Extreme Rules where JBL made a joke, in my opinion, that kind of went a little too far to Byron Saxton. Then again, it's JBL. Everything he says is too far, right? But he made a comment to Byron Saxton at ironically last year's Extreme Rules. Byron, if you were on like a health support and everything, I'd pull the plug to charge my phone.
Whoa.
Dang, dude.
Okay, JBL, I hate you.
I mean, I don't like Byron Saxton that much on his commentary, but wow.
Saxton's tolerable. No.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I like Saxton. He's okay.
He is a nice guy, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not cringe.
Definitely.
Well, he's not as cringe as David Otunga. He's worse.
Oh, yeah.
David Otunga is the worst commentator like I've ever seen in my entire life.
Percy Watson is also pretty much the David Otunga of NXT.
I haven't really seen that much of him, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Whatever. Moving forward, though, yeah, in the end, Alexa Bliss retains her championship against Bayley. I mean, like, I wanted to at least, like, as long as Bayley got Extreme, then I'd be totally fine with the way the match went. I mean, it could even take just one kendo stick shot, and I would have been satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
One single shot, but nothing, we get it. All right, but moving on, the next match was Tag Team Steel Cage match for the Raw Tag Team titles. A match that, okay, before we go to how it ended, I'm like, a match that lasted 15 minutes. Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, Broken Matt, Brother Nero, versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh God! Hey, I said it the other way, so you can't go with
Sheamus and Cesaro.
You can't go with a beat if I say Cesaro and Sheamus, right? Cesaro and Sheamus. Okay, damn it, can't do it. Anyways, I believe like the match itself when it kicked off. At first, like, it was going very good. Did you, Connor? What'd you think about how the way it began and everything?
It was sick. Honestly, it's great. Then it went meh afterwards. It was pretty confusing.
Indeed.
At the end.
I mean, like Willie, what'd you think about the way it started out?
Like Connor said, it started out pretty good, and it just got bad, especially the ending.
Yeah, Ryan. Like, of course, the first bits of it was pretty extreme. When it's like when it comes to Hardys and Cesaro and Sheamus, like I like how the ruling was the only way to win this one is to escape.
Yeah, I actually I was actually on break at work and I saw this match, and I thought it was actually pretty good. But overall, I would say this was probably my favorite match of the night. But it was a very good match.
But Kelsey, what did you think about the fact that the start of this cage match was extreme before, well, what happened later on?
I thought it was good at first. I was just confused because I was like, okay, why did Jeff go back into the ring? They clearly could have won if he just didn't go back into the ring. But that match, I was actually watching it while I was in a restaurant eating, and I was like so mad when they lost. I was like, what does this mean now? What are they gonna do?
Like they're gonna go broken.
They're gonna go broken. What do you think?
Yeah. We'll have to wait and find out for that. But as Kelsey stated, yeah, Jeff Hardy actually did leave the cage and hit the floor, so the Hardys halfway won. Unfortunately, he got, as my opinion, he got the extreme hype boner. He got the boner of extreme, so he went back up to the top of the cage, delivered, as JR would say, "Whisper the win for the love of God from the top of the cage." To both Cesaro and Sheamus, but unfortunately doing that inserted himself back into the match. And there's a lot of people, I probably would think Connor included, that say that it's this complete bullshit that Jeff Hardy's reinserted into the match after having escaped. But then again, if you think about it, if let's say, if a mouse manages to escape a cage, but then all of a sudden goes back into the cage, he's got to climb back out again.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put it that way,
I actually, sorry, Christian.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually kind of didn't like that, but in a way, I thought it was kind of,
kind of made sense.
I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, makes sense.
By the end of the match, it was pretty much a race for the titles. Sheamus and Cesaro going up, whereas Matt was dragging Jeff the whole time, trying to go through the door. If anything, I honestly think to myself, here's what I think should have happened. Matt would pretty much pick up Jeff, tell him, "I'm sorry I had to do this," and then literally just throw him out of the ring. Just throw him out, even if it hurts him, right? Throw him out of the ring, then climb out.
Or go through the door.
Yeah, that's true. But in the end, guys, Sheamus and Cesaro are now 2-time Raw Tag Team Champions. Connor, what'd you... That's Kelsey's opinion, ladies and gentlemen. It's all right.
I'm alright with what I got.
Connor, what do you think about Sheamus and Cesaro as the new tag champs?
I mean, I love the Hardys, but it's a pretty good decision. I like Cesaro and Sheamus. I think they deserve it.
Shove
Very underrated,
Cesaro,
in my opinion.
What shoved Cesaro?
Sheamus Cesaro, whatever you want to call him.
Actually, that's actually funny. Shove Cesaro. Willie, what do you think about Cesaro and Sheamus as new tag champs?
It's an alright decision, I guess. It's time for the Hardys to lose him anyway. They were going to hold him forever, you know. Cesaro, of course, he's a beast. I'm a huge fan of Cesaro myself. Sheamus, I don't know, man. There's something about Sheamus I just don't like. I don't know. I'm not going to explain on here, but I just don't like Sheamus. But congratulations to them.
That's understandable. Ryan, what'd you think about the new tag champs?
I definitely like Sheamus and Cesaro. They're my second favorite tag team behind the Hardy Boys. I was kind of, however, rooting for the Hardy Boys to retain since they haven't been defeated since being back from WrestleMania 33, or since they made their return at WrestleMania 33. But yeah. I guess it was a good decision to let Sheamus and Cesaro win.
Indeed. So we could probably say the Hardys title reign has been deleted.
Delete.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Reap, as I would say. Reap.
Can I ask a question, Christian?
Yeah, sure.
Just a quick question. At Great Balls of Fire, do you see a possible rematch between Sheamus and Cesaro and the Hardys?
Well, I'd probably say that is possible. From what I heard, I read in the news that they're taking time out because Rebby's about to give birth.
I saw that. Yeah,
so as Broken Matt said to King Maxwell, your brother's about to debut.
That's cool.
So I can understand in some ways the reason why they lost their titles then.
Yeah.
I could see them returning at Great Balls of Fire though.
Oh, I don't think they're going to be gone for a whole month. I believe Matt.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe I'll probably say since they're hot in the tag team division, they're probably both going to be gone for quite a while. So at least 2-3 weeks, something like that. So Godspeed for now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey, you heard about her opinion about Sheamus and Cesaro's new tag champs, and that was a simple wretch noise.
Well, listen.
All right, it's Kelsey rant time, guys. Get your popcorn ready.
Sheamus and Cesaro are a team where you didn't expect it to work out, because they hated each other. I guess I can't be mad because now we get broken Hardys, which I'm okay with. Okay. So I guess it's okay that they're champs now.
Wow, I didn't actually expect you to say that.
Yeah. I didn't expect a little rant from there.
I heated up the popcorn for no reason.
I was going to, but it's not worth it. So.
Yeah, I heated up the popcorn for no reason. But in all honesty, though, so far, a lot of my favorites, with the exception of the Hardys, have been winning. But this brings us to our next match, when Extreme Rules took a break, and this event was now called WWE Cruiserweight, as it was the submission match for the Cruiserweight Championship, Neville versus Austin Aries. Now, going into this match, we knew this is the third pay-per-view in a row, in terms of Raw, in a row, that Neville and Austin have been competing for the Cruiserweight Championship. Started off as a kickoff match for WrestleMania, and then a match at Payback, and now a submission match at Extreme Rules. In some ways, it kind of was the rubber match because Austin technically won the match at Payback by disqualification, so kind of is the rubber match. Neville won the first time, Austin the second, and now, we'll go into this match. Connor, what did you believe was going to happen going into this?
Neville won. That's all I gotta say. Neville was gonna win. Now Austin is back in NXT. Apparently, he's at house shows. Did anybody notice that creepy smile Austin Aries had after the match?
Yeah, I saw that.
Me and Connor straight up looked at each other like, "What the heck is he doing?"
It's kind of unusual and everything. The match itself was good. It was actually good, in my opinion. It was good. I actually enjoyed it.
It was good. It was just that I've seen this 3 times already, so
I just didn't care,
Yeah, I didn't care.
I thought it was a really good match.
Your opinion, Ryan, what did you think was the best part of it?
I would probably, I don't know. I would probably have to say the submission stuff. Neville had the Rings of Saturn. on Aries, and Aries was able to get to the ropes. I thought that was pretty good.
I forgot it was a submission match until like 10 minutes afterwards.
I think the big mistake by Austin was, he had the last chancery in the ring, but then like Neville went to the outside and Austin continued to lock it in.
Oh, stupid.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Neville found a way to win, so I'm happy Neville retained. But I would have thought that eventually Austin Aries would have defeated Neville and would have became the Cruiserweight champion. But I guess Aries is just basically making Neville look strong.
He drops it to somebody,
Aries is back in NXT, apparently. He's at a house show, so.
Okay.
Huh. And Kelsey, what do you think about Neville defeating Aries for the third time?
Boo! No, listen. 3 times Neville has beat Austin. You would think WWE would get their heads out of their ass and let Austin win for once. Like, I can't even. Like, who's gonna win the title off of him? Like, I just want him. No offense, I'm sorry, but like, I just don't want him to be champ anymore because like, so.
It's TJP's time, baby. I'm kidding.
It was about to be TJP's time, but that obviously failed.
Kalisto needs.
I think they're gonna face like Great Balls of Fire.
Like,
to be honest,
nobody can freaking beat Neville, and it's pissing me off. Like,
Kalisto needs to join the Cruiserweight division.
Mustafa, Cedric, Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, like, give them a chance.
Yeah, now that
you like somebody from the past, I guess, like Rey Mysterio.
As a matter of fact, now that you mention it, Kelsey, you said nobody can beat Neville. In my opinion, hardly anyone faced Neville.
that is true.
Yeah.
What we got?
The only ones that have faced Neville are TJP and Austin
And of course, I believe Jack Gallagher did, and he won the title from Rich Swann. But those guys are pretty much it who he's defending the titles against. Yeah, those other guys, like in the Cruiserweight division, for my opinion, if you're not in the Cruiserweight title picture, honestly, it's like nobody just gives a crap what you're doing.
That's what I said. They're just irrelevant.
They're just puppets.
This is basically the Cruiserweight division now. It's basically like how the Divas were in 2010. Just nobody cared about them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, nobody cares now, and
I forget there's Tozawa.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, Akira Tozawa.
What's Brian Kendrick up to these days? I'm sorry, I've been watching 205 Live.
I think he's still.
Brian Kendrick is on 205 Live, but
he's still feuding with Tozawa.
Okay, about the match. Was I the only one who thought that Neville actually injured Austin with the red arrow at the end?
Yeah, I did. I thought he broke his back or something.
Wow.
He landed straight on his back, like,
wow.
I can't.
The red arrow into the Rings of Saturn. I love that, actually. I actually love that.
That was dope. I actually like the Rings of Saturn move. I didn't really like it at first, but I've really been a fan of it now.
You guys should honestly listen to the band Rings of Saturn. There's a metal band called Rings of Saturn, and they can produce really good music.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. Produce really good music. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Cruiserweight title match. We move on to the main event of Extreme Rules, a fatal five-way... Wait, fatal five-way? That's seriously what they come up with? Yeah. Fatal five-way. I'm honestly thinking to myself, I know it's hard to come up with names, but at least, fatal four-way, it made sense because, the 2 Fs. Just like triple threat, 2 Ts. As a matter of fact, I can understand how they call a 6-person match a 6-pack challenge as a reference to your abs. And thankfully, they didn't call it an orgy. But I'm not going to talk about that. Anyways, it was a fatal 5-way Extreme Rules match, so at least they had the Extreme Rules stipulation in there, which was ultimately forgotten about.
Yeah, pretty much.
No weapons were used. I think there was still chair there.
Yeah.
Fatal
5-way.
I believe match.
Yeah, it was a fatal 5-way for the WWE Universal. Oh, what? What? Oh, he was not there. Oh, my mistake. My mistake. The Universal title was not on the line. Brock Lesnar was not there. Sorry.
I forgot that was the title.
I keep forgetting about him. I keep forgetting about that.
I thought it existed.
Yeah, I thought that title was...
What's a Brock Lesnar?
I don't know.
Hey, what's Brock Lesnar?
I have no idea, actually. Anyways,
I haven't seen Brock.
Oh, it's not for the Universal title. It's #1 contender for the Universal title. That's what that was.
#1 chicken tender.
Graham.
all of a sudden, I have a craving for chicken tenders. Those things are really good.
Same here.
So, it was a Fatal 5-Way #1 contenders match. The participants was Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. And when you think about it, okay, before you guys start hating on Roman Reigns, just give me a moment. Like, it's a Fatal 5-Way match. Like, you know, it would have made this even more interesting if this whole thing was elimination.
That's why I said
yeah, that was actually
better.
The match itself was about 30 minutes long, without hardly a pinfall or a submission. Because there was 5 participants in there. In my opinion, like, if it was elimination, I think that would have been good. And maybe the match could have gone longer and would have been more extreme as well.
Definitely.
Like, who knows what could have happened in that. But one thing a lot of people had been bitching about is shockingly not Roman Reigns. And it shockingly isn't about the fact that, like, that Rollins, like, didn't get another shot at Lesnar. The one thing people kept bitching about was Finn Balor did not come out as the Demon King.
I actually saw that.
Yeah, I was one of those people, actually. I'm like, he should have brought the demon out.
In my opinion, I'm like,
I can understand. You'll use it for the big 4 pay-per-views.
You should save it for those big 4 events because, like, my opinion, like, the demon paint and everything, that's just a decoration. It doesn't affect who he really is. It doesn't make it. A lot of people say it gives him powers. I'm like, that's bullshit.
I don't know where you heard that from.
Yeah.
He's not a wizard.
Yeah.
All he does is he sits down and has someone paint him for like 5 hours.
Yeah. Finn Balor's Finn Balor.
The same old Balor.
Same old Fowler. Ben Fowler. Ben Fowler. All right. Anyways, but Connor, going into this event, who was the one person you chose to win this Fatal 5-Way match?
Probably, I was gonna think Finn at the start, but then at, like an hour before the show, I was like, oh, I really feel like Joe's gonna win.
Yeah, of course you did.
I did.
Knowing this guy, his name's BCN Rollins. I'm surprised he didn't say Seth Rollins.
Well, I would. That'd been too cheesy.
Yeah. Willie, going into this event, who was you rooting to win the match?
Roman Reigns.
Ah, of course.
Shocking. You guys didn't know, I'm not really the biggest Roman Reigns guy. I'm not going to go into the reason I don't like him, but I wanted him to win just to get the match with Lesnar over with, because that's where this is all going to lead to. Lesnar's going to go through all these guys.
That's only a rumor.
WrestleMania 34, of course.
That's only a rumor.
And, but, I picked Reigns.
Yeah,
and I also had Joe in my back pocket, so I'm happy he won.
I'm just going to let you guys know right now, like, the whole, like, Brock versus Reigns thing, like, I know it's it's up there on the news and everything, but in my opinion, that's just rumor. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And as well, when it comes to WWE things, a lot of people say, "Oh, this is guaranteed to happen." In my point of view, I'm like, I don't believe it unless I see it.
Yeah,
that's why I don't really pay attention to stuff like Dave Meltzer and everything. I don't really pay attention to those guys because he likes to spoil Vince. In my opinion, he's a douchebag.
Christian Miracle shoots on Dave Meltzer.
I just say he's a douchebag because he likes to spoil WWE events for the fans and ruin the fun.
Yeah, true.
That is very true.
But
I am listening to guys like JD from New York.
Like Ryan, going into this Fatal 5-Way match, who are you rooting to win the match?
I had predicted Finn Balor in my prediction, so I was rooting for Finn Balor. Because I thought it would have made the most sense for him to get a rematch for the Universal title since, like, he clearly never lost it, so I really felt like it should have been Balor. But I'm happy with Joe winning. I thought that was a good match.
And finally, Kelsey, going into the Fatal 5-Way match, who did you pick to win?
Finn, because like Ryan said, he never truly lost the title, and I don't even see why they are having this, why they even had this match, because, Finn deserved his rematch, but, whatever. Joe versus Lesnar is going to be good, and I'm going to be there to see it live, so same.
Yep. Joe versus Lesnar are going to be, I think it's going to be epic if booked right.
If Joe somehow wins, me and Ryan are going to mark out.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting my screams from far away, so.
Well, that's kind of understandable.
I'm a huge Joe mark.
So, what are you guys going to be chanting or something? Joe, or are you going to be singing along?
Joe,
fat.
Yeah, fat.
I had tweeted on Twitter that me and Connor would be chanting Joe.
It's a shame that
That
you
would be
guys are not
pretty good.
attending a SmackDown pay-per-view. Otherwise, Connor could be dancing at Jinder Mahal's theme.
Maharaja.
But anyways, moving forward, like going into this event, I actually picked two. I had two picks to win this match. I actually did choose Finn Balor myself, but the other one I chose in my back pocket was actually Bray Wyatt.
I actually saw Bray winning. I wish.
Yeah.
Would have.
But
He's so underrated.
the way I see like the match itself, it was a good Fatal 5 match for the most part of it, but it really took away they forgot the Extreme Rules stipulation for a long part of the match.
Mhm.
It was I think it was the moment Bray Wyatt brought out a chair. I'm like, oh right, it's Extreme Rules. That's how sad it is.
Me and Connor really looked at each other. We were like, "Is this just a regular match?"
Then we're
Like
like,
the steel chair. I'm like,
wait a minute.
"Oh, okay."
yeah, we're like, wait a minute. So like, so many things happen in the match. Like
There were some good
Samoa
spots
Joe
in
and Bray Wyatt for the big part of it were teaming up against the others.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yes.
I was.
They would make a great team.
Yeah, I'd like to see Cesaro and Sheamus take on Wyatt and Joe.
That would
They
actually
could
That'd be
good.
a dominating match.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, indeed, it could be. What's going on? Like, you remember the moment as well where I believe it was like Rollins performed a frog splash on Wyatt through the announce table as
That was
well.
awesome.
Yeah.
He
that was
also held his
amazing.
leg majority of the match, and I was so scared.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Roman
the spear through
Reigns,
the barricade with Reigns spearing Balor and who was it?
Joe.
Joe. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I think that's kind of why we're having this Rollins versus Wyatt feud.
You know, I was actually hoping for Balor versus Wyatt at Great Balls of Fire,
That's
so
what
we
everybody
could,
wanted.
so it could
That's
be
why I
an Inferno match.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
They need to have that.
They need to have at least an Inferno match in there to just end up. You know what? We'll talk about Great Balls of Fire later because we're still talking about the main event here. I'm just gonna let you guys know as well. Like, I actually believe that Balor had the match won. When he delivered the coup de grace to Roman. Actually, as a matter of fact, or the way I believe, I don't know if I heard this correctly, but did Michael Cole refer to it coup de grace? He almost said coup de grace.
Yeah.
Coup de grace, like what? Is
Billy
he
Brown.
mowing the lawn or something? Coup de grace. Or is he referring to coup de grace, coup de weed?
Smoke weed every day.
But then all of
We
a
do not
sudden,
condone weed, also, guys.
We don't support that.
yeah, we actually do not.
That's what you
We don't
think.
support that.
It's like we're drug
This guy's
free.
strategy over here. I don't know about these guys.
We're drug free.
Straight
We're
edge.
alcohol free. Well, some of us are. And
I'm straight edge like CM Punk.
Who? Who's that guy?
anyways, in the end, like Samoa Joe locked in the Coquita. Am I saying it right? Coquita clutch.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Coquita clutch.
It's kind of hard
I
to
call
say
it
some of
Coquita.
those words at times.
I just called it a chokehold. I don't care.
For the longest time,
call
I
it
could not.
knockout
For the
lock.
longest time, I could not say Finn Balor's move.
Coup
As
de
a matter
grace.
of fact, the first time I heard about his move was when I literally saw it written down, and I thought it was pronounced coup de grace.
That was actually what I thought, too.
Yeah.
Was that coup de grace? What is that supposed to mean? They're like, it's coup de grace. The P is silent. And they're like, oh, coup de grace. Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. But anyways, Samoa Joe got the victory, and now at Great Balls of Fire, he's taking on Brock Lesnar. And that concluded... Yep, we all clapping.
Willie is very happy at this decision. I'm so happy.
Yes, indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, that means that Extreme Rules came to an end with Joe standing on top in the end of that fatal five-way match. He's going to be facing Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. But yeah, in all honesty, this event, it really took away a big portion of the extreme factor. You guys agree?
There was hardly any extreme stuff in this show, so
Yeah. That's what made it so disappointing.
I mean, there were literally nothing special in this show. Like, it was just, I literally told Connor, I'm like, we're just watching Raw. Literally.
Just watching Raw. Regular
Yeah.
episode of Raw. 3 hours and everything.
Yeah, it's true. If Raw wasn't 3 hours every single week, this would feel only kind of special.
Yeah.
We were watching Raw for 2 straight days. So yeah, at the Great Balls of Fire, now Samoa Joe is going to be taking on Brock Lesnar, and from my point of view, it kind of made sense that it'd be Samoa Joe, because now we have at least a part of a chance to actually have a good match here.
Beast versus Beast.
Yeah,
excuse me. Sorry.
That's okay.
Beast versus Beast.
Yep, that's true.
It'll be physical.
Because as much as a lot of people a lot of people wanted Finn Balor to face Lesnar. Some people say
he would die.
Yeah, some people say they wanted Balor to face Lesnar because they wanted him to get a rematch for the title, but others said because it would actually be a good potential opponent for Brock. And I'm like, what the hell? This guy's a cruiserweight.
Suplex, F5 done.
The truth about Finn Balor
would be squashed.
Yeah.
You guys notice recently they do not announce the weight of Finn Balor.
I did.
Yeah.
185. That's how much he weighs. It would make a
Go
lot
to
of
the
people wonder.
cruiserweight. Go to the cruiserweight.
Finn's going to 205 Live confirmed. Okay.
It would boost ratings. He would boost the ratings.
Actually, yeah, he would.
205 Live.
So would Rey Mysterio.
Bring him
Oh
back.
my gosh, Finn Balor versus TJ Perkins. Nuts.
Yes.
And Balor versus Neville. King versus King.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh my god, Finn Balor versus Drew Gulak.
Finn Balor versus Tony Nese.
There's quite a number of people trying to refer to
I'm
themselves
gonna
as,
use Tony Nese.
there's a lot of people trying to refer to themselves as the king these days. Like, for example, Neville, king of the cruiserweights. What's next? Am I gonna be winning the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight title at GTS Wrestling, and then I'll call myself the king of YouTube Wrestling?
The king of the cruiserweight.
Foreshadowing.
That angry elf needs to go away. That guy, no, literally, Neville is literally an elf. If you look at the way his ears, pretty funny.
Yeah, it's true. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we just covered Extreme Rules 2016, but at the same time, I want to take a moment to talk about the upcoming pay-per-view, not the SmackDown one, but the next one for Raw. Great Balls of Fire taking place on, I believe, July 9th. July 9th at American Airlines Center, Dallas, Texas. I have not been to Texas in over a year since WrestleMania 32, and I was actually considering going to this event just so I can actually hang out with Ryan and Connor and even Kelsey as well.
The half of the loser lounge will be there except me. I'm from Alabama, guys, so.
Yep. So we got from the losers lounge, we got three members here: Connor, Ryan, and Kelsey. They're Texans. Yep. Willie.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Willie is from Alabama, and myself, I'm from Ontario, Canada.
Edge. Kidding.
Hey, that's understandable.
I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Great Balls of Fire. Actually, right now I'm asking that. What did you guys think at first of that name? Connor, I'll start with you.
Really hard.
Stupid.
I literally got home from playing tennis when that broke, and I'm like, really?
I looked at it and I saw the picture. I was like, this actually can't be true. And I saw it was trending. I was like, oh my god.
I'm like, Vince has finally cracked. Finally.
What made it worse?
Have y'all seen the logo? It's like
Yes.
Yes.
They changed it.
It's a flaming dick with balls.
They had to change it. That's why.
They actually changed it.
Yeah.
Change it.
Did y'all see the promo for it?
Yeah.
A 50s theme for this? I don't get it.
The Samoa Joe diner.
I don't get that.
Roman Reigns has his own car.
There's a drive-in theater featuring a movie with Brock Lesnar or something.
Yeah. Imagine the next pay-per-view called The Yard or something.
Oh, God.
Who let the big dog out?
The big dog or something.
Yeah, that's
big dog.
They're probably gonna
don't say anything.
If they actually do that, they probably, if there actually isn't a pay-per-view event called Fight at the Yard, they're gonna show Roman Reigns. It's gonna be like, who let the dogs out? And that would be the most cringy thing ever.
What if the pay-per-view was called The Big Dong?
Oh no. Dong.
That's obviously not PG, but
I don't care.
Hey, Great Balls of Fire isn't PG.
Yeah. I'm from the Ruthless Aggression era, so.
And then all of a sudden, they replace WrestleMania with something else.
Oh, gosh.
The Big Dong.
The Big Dog won.
Yeah, that's literally the name of the event. But in all honesty, like what pissed me off even more about that name, I didn't mind that much of the name Great Balls of Fire. But what really pissed me off was they were about to bring back Bad Blood. But yeah, in all honesty, like they replaced a returning Bad Blood with this new one.
Yeah.
Yes, they made the biggest mistake ever.
That's what me and Connor were talking about. I think yesterday it was.
We were talking about Bad Blood, and we were like, we're so excited for it then.
Yeah.
I think Vince thought to himself, Bad Blood's not Bad Blood. It's 214 for the kids. So he thought he was listening to the radio, and then that song came on. So he thought, hey, and he talked to Kevin Dunn. Hey, let's make a pay-per-view out of that. There you go.
Honestly,
Go ahead, Kelsey. Sorry.
honestly, whenever I saw the name, I was like, oh, this is just fake. This is just people being funny. But no, when the actual WWE page tweeted it, I was like, what the fuck? Are they nuts?
And then I saw it was in Dallas, Texas, like, I'm not complaining anymore.
You know what? Okay, here's what I really hope. I really hope, the song that they play for the promo, I really hope that is not the pay-per-view theme song. If it is, oh my god. I don't want to hear that.
My opinion, want to know my opinion about the theme songs? I'm actually glad that they used Blow Your Mind for Royal Rumble now.
Yeah,
We gonna blow your
that was
mind.
good.
Great Balls
That
of
was
Fire,
good.
we could blow your mind.
Is we gonna blow your mind.
I like this.
I'm actually hoping there's going to be an Inferno match at the event because that would actually fit the purpose of
That
Fire.
needs to happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bring back Kane.
What if Brock and
Kane on
Joe...
SmackDown.
Yeah.
So,
I don't give a
Right
crap.
there.
Be awesome.
Yep.
Bring
well,
the
ladies and-
Boogie
Joe needs to be a shoot.
Ew, hell no. Hell no.
Yep.
Brock
Well,
and Joe need to go extreme.
Uh,
They need to bleed.
yeah, indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you guys know, like, that was the Maracle Seating Podcast, the next edition, which was the review of Extreme Rules, and at the same time, our opinions of the upcoming Raw pay-per-view event, Great Balls of Fire, which hopefully is gonna, well, if they're gonna have an Inferno match, I guarantee it's gonna be hot, but not as hot as Lana's dress on SmackDown.
That was me, folks.
In all honesty, though, what did you guys think about when Lana made her official debut finally?
Final. I was just like, fine.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I was like,
I'm just glad to return. Like, that's all.
I'm glad. At least they're giving her a chance.
Yeah, I'm
Either
just
way,
glad,
I'm-
I'm glad they just threw her right in the title picture, but people bitched about Charlotte and Alexa, but when Lana was like, they're like, oh my god, yes! I'm like, shut up.
It's whatever.
That's pretty
Not
much
really.
when you
Kind of
call them
annoying.
hypocrites.
Anyways, what?
That's
What
when you.
does-
I mean, this is the land of opportunity, so whatever.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion.
Okay, but why do people bitch about Charlotte being in the title picture?
That's just a lot of people. Just a lot
I'm
of
just
people find
having-
reasons to hate Charlotte.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm just having Naomi's defending the title.
Yeah, that's the only good
Yeah.
part about it.
Well, it's quite understandable. Like, the New Day's got a title shot. They never even asked for it.
Exactly.
It's
Yep.
terrible. I hate the New Day.
Lana did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess no.
Well, I technically did ask for it.
Naomi asked for it. She was like, I want to face Lana and I want to put my title on the line.
It was the champion that gave Lana the opportunity. So you can't blame Lana for getting a title shot where no one else did because it was the champion that just demanded this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
Very true.
Very true.
Yeah. That's what's happening at the Money in the Bank. Before we go, actually, I want to get you guys' opinion. What's your opinion on the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match? Connor, start with you.
I'm very happy. They deserve it. You know, I don't know if it's like going to be a cash-in thing or a number one contendership, but I'm really confused with it, but it'll still be a good match.
It'll probably be the same way. Willie, what do you think about the first ever women's MITB match?
At first I was like, this is pretty ridiculous. Like, you're gonna go that route, and I'm like, but now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, this could be a good match. It could be good. It's gonna be lots of good spots, and let's hope they don't die. That's all I gotta say.
I really hope they don't die.
Is
Like,
James?
could you imagine Charlotte doing a moonsault off a ladder?
Oh,
that'd
no.
be epic. Ryan, what did you think about the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match?
History in the making. I think it's going to be really good. I think everybody wanted to see this, but I think it's going to be really good. I'm just really happy the case was not pink and it's white and gold.
I actually saw it was going to be pink, and I started laughing.
Yeah.
If this was still the Divas division, it probably would be pink.
It probably have a butterfly on it or something, or a unicorn.
Oh, God.
Probably so.
And Kelsey, what do you think about the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match?
It's about damn time. I can't wait. My girl's gonna make history again. Like, yes, moonsaults off the ladders, throwing people through tables. She honestly, if she can break a table, she can break a ladder. That's all.
Oh, it's awesome.
I think it's good that we actually have like the women competing in these dangerous stipulation matches, like Hell in a Cell, tables, Iron Man. Even if the match,
Hell in a Cell was pretty bad, but
even if the matches were pretty bad, the fact of the matter is they did compete in those type of matches.
Yeah.
Now a ladder match.
I saw the Iron Man match. That was actually really good.
I got home and I saw that Sasha was bleeding. I'm like, whoa. Like,
yeah, she hit her face on the steel steps. I was like, damn.
Hey.
And now, I actually wonder, is James Ellsworth a participant in this match?
Please no.
I hope somebody knocks him out with the ladder.
Probably Becky Lynch. She has a habit of doing
James Ellsworth is a
it.
god. Don't ever disrespect him.
Shut up, Connor.
Shut up, Connor. I can disrespect who I want to disrespect.
Yes, indeed.
Ellsworth is cringe, guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Get him out of here.
It's kind of understandable.
You know where I really wanted to be in this match?
Oh.
Nikki Bella. You know, she would have.
Yes, same.
I miss Nikki Bella.
I feel like you're adding one more person to this ladder match. It's going to be freaking.
What if Nikki Bella returns at Money in the Bank?
I think it's gonna be Asuka. I think it's gonna be Asuka.
Asuka, probably.
I'd rather choke and die.
Dang.
Sounds like somebody doesn't like Asuka.
No, I like her, but
I meant
she
that.
doesn't need. Oh.
I admit that comment was kind of whoa, but then again, that's not as bad as the one JBL made about being captured by ISIS.
Let's not go there.
Oh, that was bad. Let's not go there.
Yeah, indeed.
Who's been blocked by JBL in here? Any hands?
I'm blocked by JBL.
I'm blocked.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Well, Connor, I guess you and me.
Yay.
All right, but all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Maracle Seating Podcast with the Losers Lounge. Indeed, yeah, we call ourselves losers, and we're proud of it. That's trademark. Don't get any funny ideas.
Sony.
Yeah, we're gonna get on Sony's case. We're gonna kick their ass. Don't worry, guys. Yeah. But anyways,
Moji movie's gonna be the worst movie ever.
Moji.
Yeah, guys, go check out my reaction to that trailer. I do reaction videos on my channel, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
Indeed. YouTube links to each one of these members are in the description. Their Twitter is also in the description. Kelsey, as I said at the start of this video, does not have a YouTube, but that's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going on for an hour now. That was really good.
I can go longer.
Anyways, Connor, what'd you think about being back on the podcast?
Thanks for having me. I always enjoy being on these podcasts. It's a lot of fun.
Indeed. Willie, what'd you think about being on the podcast for the first time ever?
Pretty awesome, man. Thanks for having me, and I hope to do it again.
Oh, yeah. Ryan, same question.
I enjoyed it. It was very awesome. Thank you for having me, and I hope we get to do this again soon.
Definitely. We should do this for all the pay-per-views.
Yeah, that'd be great. Kelsey, what do you think about being on the podcast for the first time ever?
It was a little scary at first, but I liked it, and thank you for having me. Can't wait to do it again.
So pretty much copy-paste what everybody else has said, right? It's understandable. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Christian Maracle. This is BCN Rollins, Reister Ryan, Mr. Swag, and Kelsey.
Flair section on Twitter.
Flair section on Twitter. And this was our review on WWE Extreme Rules 2017. Our review a little bit on the name of Great Balls of Fire, and our opinions on so far the women's Money in the Bank and what we got going on so far. But I hope you guys enjoyed this real long podcast if you're still watching somehow. Be optimistic, sure optimism, think optimistically and everything. Subscribe for more content, Twitter, Facebook, links in the description, Patreon, link in the description as well. Love you guys, you are optimistic army, and don't forget to think optimistically. That's what I always love to say. Catch you guys next time on the Maracle Seating Podcast.